This is Mo Bashir for The Hook. Delighted to be joined by Samo. I'm interviewing the interviewer, as you like
No
to
one
say.
ever interviews the interview, you know what I mean?
Exactly,
So
but we do.
take
The
that
Hook
step.
does.
Sorry?
The Hook does.
The Hook does, the Hook
Hook
does.
does.
The only place you can go to for it.
Perfect, yeah. So we were talking a bit off camera,
Yeah.
and you said you started 2 years ago with Five Star
Yeah.
Championships, but how did you get into sort of making content? What made you get into that space?
I've always had an interest in making content. YouTube came out in 2005. I was on it in 2006. The video's been deleted now, thank God. But it was a video of me putting on as many shirts as I possibly can.
As
and
many
like
what?
eating
Shirts?
Yeah, as many shirts.
Okay,
It was like a
okay.
challenge that was going on back there. People were going viral and stuff for it. But yeah, I've been making videos for like a really long time. Stopped, started, picked it up in college again, stopped again. Got back to it. I just thought, I'm in a job. Well, I mean, at the time I was in a job, I was like, let's just have some fun now. Like, I've got that side of life sorted, let's have some fun. Started making some videos, started making some content. I originally just started making talk to the camera videos, but then as time went on, I just started getting invited to influencer circles and spaces and all that kind of stuff. Started interviewing guys on a football pitch, showed those videos to Raj, who then saw the potential in me, and now we're here 2 years later, interviewing some of the biggest fighters to go into the UFC.
Perfect. And you know, like when you were in college, did you have the idea of you wanted to be a presenter, or did it almost just sort of fall into your lap?
It's funny, my mum always said, when I was like 5 years old, my mum always said, I see you in like a journalist role, or I see you in something, just because of how well you write and how well you speak. When I was in college, I just wanted to make funny videos. I just wanted to make videos that made people laugh. I just wanted to entertain. I've always had that aptitude to entertain. And of course, this is more professional, but it's still somewhat entertainment. And yeah, I'd say my goals back then were different to what they are now. Now I want to educate, inform, build personalities, build people, have some fun with it all.
Do you have your own page as well, or is it just?
Yeah, just my personal page. I don't have like a professional page as of yet, but we are looking to roll out some big things, particularly in the ad space for some healthcare clinics. So look out for that, guys.
Perfect. And then, you know, for someone starting out, right?
Yes, yeah.
Say they want
Someone like Mo.
Someone like Mo. Say like, or someone else, like just anyone like who maybe hasn't even made content yet, and has the idea of they want to make content.
Yeah.
What would be your advice?
It's as simple as going like this, and then going like this, and then making a video. Hi guys, this is a video I'm filming right now. They're interviewing the interview for the first time here with Mo from the Hook Club. That's not going to go on my story. That's not going to go on a reel. Whatever it is, it's as simple as that. Just go ahead and give it a go and see where it goes. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping you from just doing what I just did now. It is as simple as that. Give it a go. And as you start to go, things will start happening to you. So, yeah, just go. Don't worry about the views. Just go. Have some fun. Just go for it.
I can vouch for that, by the way.
Yes.
I can vouch for that.
It's good that you can vouch for that. Not a lot of people can. So just go for it, man. Have some fun. See what's happening.
Do you think, right? I sort of think about this.
Yeah.
Do you think any like aspiring presenter or anyone who wants to go in front of TV, do you think if they don't have their own thing, that they're going to be behind the queue to someone who has their own thing?
Personal branding is super important, but I'd say networking is probably a bit more important, but it gets to a point where you can only go so far with your network, and at that point your personal brand takes over. So I would say they're both as important as each other. If you're just starting out, just start out, just build yourself or whatever it is, and as time goes on, the personal brand will follow. So yeah.
Was combat sports a thing that you wanted to, or was it just?
I wanted to be a fighter when I was 17. And then I had my first sparring session, I was like, absolutely not. So I've always been interested in MMA in particular. Since I was 17. When I was 10, I'd done judo for a bit. No other sport ever interested me. The only sport that interested me was combat, particularly the grappling arts. And yeah, I knew if I was to get into something, why am I interviewing footballers at a football event when I could be interviewing fighters at a fight event? And now I'm here at the biggest promotion in the UK interviewing some of these big fighters. So.
What's the difference between interviewing footballers and MMA?
Well, I use the term footballers lightly. They're more influencers. So in terms of getting the entertainment and getting the content out, it's easier because they've got that entertainment element to them, right? But also footballers want to feel like they're in the Premier League. And so when you interview them, you kind of get more direct responses rather than fighters who are perhaps way more authentic, in my opinion, than footballers who just want to go out and just have fun and be involved in this big community big footballing community. The footballing community is way too big for you guys to be as involved with each other as it is. And there's also with fighting, you're giving a piece of yourself, piece of your body, piece of your soul to the cage. So there's that bond there built with fighting, whereas with footballing, you're just kind of kicking a ball for 90 minutes. Not to disrespect footballers, but yeah, it's just different.
Do you think with fighters, like, they almost need the social media aspect, because a lot of them only fight like 2-3 times a year?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, fighters definitely need the fighters. You got to get on your socials. Like, we've had some fighters be recognised for some big positions in some of the biggest organisations in the UK. In the world. Sorry, not the UK. And it's funny because the theme is they keep popping up on the social media. They're the guys who every 3 scrolls they're popping up, and because of that, they're starting to be recognised by the biggest promotion in the world, the UFC. So yeah, like, personal branding is super important, but your skill set comes first. They're both as equally as important as each other.
You said you worked with the Fight Style Championships for 2 years now.
Yeah.
What within those 2 years, and like from your like personal experience about being in the organisation, how far do you think it can go?
I think it could go extremely far. It can definitely match PFL, and it can perhaps exceed the UFC. Yeah, like we keep breaking records. Like, every ceiling that we keep setting, it just keeps going higher and higher. The socials go higher and higher. Pay-per-views go higher and higher. Ticket sales go higher and higher. We keep breaking records every event. So, and our socials are some of the best in the game. It might be a bit biased from the head of the media, but our socials are the best in the game right now. We're constantly in people's faces. People know what the brand is. People are here for it. People are understanding the personalities. We're building a community around our people, and there's PFL aren't doing that, you know. Cage Warriors are somewhat doing that. I've got to give respect to their socials, but yeah, it's we can match them and we can exceed them 100%.
And then, you know, finally, because I know you're busy interviewing.
Yes.
Can you give like a rundown of the cards to people on Saturday who might not maybe fully like know what's going on? If that's
yeah. I'm not sure who the main event is. I think it's Shoaib. Yeah, that sounds really bad, but it's just we've got the card is so stacked that I generally didn't know who was at the top or whatever it is. We have Shoaib Youssef defending his lightweight title for the first time. Shoaib is a massive star here in the north of England. He's had interest in the UFC as well. We've had Dana White's Contender Series and potentially UFC reach out to him previously before his injury. He came back off a 2-year layoff and is now fighting for the second time since his layoff, defending his Fight Style Championship belt, and I'm pretty sure he's knocking at the door at the UFC. We have Adi Khan as well. Adi Khan's a massive star in the north. He's knocking on some of the biggest promotions as well. Both fighting people who are handpicked from Brazil to be some of the top contenders in Brazil. We have Tom Mullen and Callum Mullen, the Mullen brothers, the Strike Kings MMA guys, the guys who run the gym, the guys who basically brought MMA to Bradford. They've built up MMA in Bradford and in the north as well, trained with some of the best people in Aspire, in Manchester Top Team, etc. They're fighting alongside each other for the second time. We made it happen the second time. We knew a card in Bradford couldn't happen without the boys of Bradford showing up. So we have those two. We have Kiz Raymond as well. Kiz Raymond, heavyweight bout he had last time. He's now 2-1. He lost his last one against Michael Green, unfortunately, but he's back. He's back with a vengeance, and he seems far more amped up from his interviews this time. So I feel like you're going to get a far more active Kiz Raymond, a far more athletic and fit Kiz Raymond this ahead of time. He's fighting Saunders, who stepped in on less than a week's notice. It's going to be a fantastic card. We're packed. We're stacked to the brim, and it's going to be a stacked crowd, stacked show. If you're not in Bradford, what are you doing? Woo!
That's a great way to end. You put it better than myself.
Yes, sir.
Already pumped up.
Yes, sir. I'm ready to go. I want to fight on the card now. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Perfect, bro. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
yes,
it.
sir.
Thank
Anytime.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Peace.